Hi everyone, I'm Bailey Myers and I'm here to find the Wizard of the Coast. I think he's in that room. Let's go.
My name is Nikki Carvalho, and I'm a production artist on the print innovation team. Someone has a really great idea. They're like, I want to make a magic card that's all about fire. So we sit down and we have a brainstorm. How do we accentuate this versus that? What kind of print treatments can we put on this? Can we make this extra shiny with something a hit of gold? Do we want to make it textured? Heck, can we make it and we make proofs. We take a look. Do these colors look good? Does this look right? Does this look like a magic card? I wonder. Once everything gets approved, we then go and make them shiny. Shiny takes testing. Shiny takes lots of testing. So we make variations. We try things. So once we get our shiny proofs back, we start the final production.
So the time frame from beginning design to final design usually fluctuates with how much print production we're actually doing on that card. So if we're just doing one hot stamp, it's pretty quick. I would say maybe a month of kind of back and forth, testing out how things go and how they feel. But if we're throwing multiple treatments onto that card, it could take even longer.
What's the longest a card has taken?
Years. The longest a card has taken is years.
So at Magic, we have art directors that commission art, and then we have art directors like myself who focus on graphic design, print treatments, sort of stewarding that artwork as it comes down the pipeline, and really honoring it and plussing it and pushing it as hard as we can while staying true to the work itself. You know when Secret Lair comes into your aisle with a project, you just say yes. They are the wackiest, the weirdest, the wildest. They are the goblins among us who just want to ravage the town, do the craziest stuff, and leave a burning path in their trail. And it's so inspiring and so amazing. So when they come to us, we're like, yeah, whatever it is, we want to be a part of it.
We got this opportunity and they asked us like, hey, what do you think? Like, yes, let's look at this together and let's concept. So we actually all sat around on the floor and we brought out a bunch of different samples. We're like, what about this? We could put this together. What do you think about this? What does the art look like? And it was really collaborative, trying to hold the original vision of the art. And then how can we help elevate that in a way? Because you never want the treatments to fight with the art in the end. It should be that little perfect kiss that's been added to it. And these, I think the more you look at it, the more you'll see how intricate the work is and really get to appreciate that some more.
We are in a unique place where we get the opportunity to bring some of these incredible artifacts and objects to people's hands and give them that real, genuine wow moment of, I can't believe that they were able to do this on a Magic card. I can't believe we were able to do this on a Magic card. I think it's incredible.
They made me wait, I want to say weeks to see these ever since we started talking about coming here and filming some cool stuff about these cards. And for the last several days, they've showed every single person on the crew the cards, except for me. They keep making me leave the room. And so now I finally get to see it. And all of you aren't special anymore, especially you.
All right, you ready to see these, Bailey?
I
have
hope so.
cards right here for you to see. The first one we're gonna look at is Vroom.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I mean that with all the O's
That's
and
a
M's.
lot of O's.
It's a
Yeah.
lot of O's and M's.
A lot
So
of O's and M's.
this one is for you.
Oh, wow, okay.
So the treatment on Vroom is really similar to what we did for Outlaws of Thunder Junction. On the crimes cards, there was this really cool idea of such heavy black line weight.
There's a really amazing swirling motif around this motorcycle. These little thin black lines just really elevate the swirling flames going around the motorcycle. It's so cool.
What can you do with these cards? Well, really, we just look at the art, and the artist has already done the work for us. We just need to figure out a way how to elevate it and pull that out. And Brandon Bailey worked on these. I think he did a great job pulling out just the right amount and keeping the detail that the artist had initially put in these.
There's just so much amazing texture in this card from the black dot stamp. There are so many little thin lines that we were not sure would actually hold, and we were delighted to find out that every single one of them held.
I cannot tell you how amazing these are. Someone's hands made this. Like, someone created this artwork. And to know that is such an amazing feeling, because you see the whole set together and you're like, oh my gosh, this is just art. This is art.
I feel like I'm gonna get distracted from the gameplay because I'm gonna be feeling at my cards. Just touching all of them. It just feels so, it feels so nice.
Yes. Yes. I have something else for you to feel.
Oh,
You ready?
Okay,
You want to
excited.
see? I have another secret lair drop to show you. So we're gonna look at everything as fire.
In a good way?
In a really good way.
Okay.
Kind of
Oh,
like,
excited. Oh my God, that's so sick.
everything is on fire. Like, literally everything is on fire. So I was like, let's try and accentuate all of that as we can. Let's find a way to accentuate these burn spells, because that's what this is about.
What do we push behind when we spin it in our hand? What emotion are we getting? Nikki, who is the production artist on these cards, her and I looking at this, what do we push back? What do we bring forward?
What I've always found is I really want to create dimension. I want to give you a background, I want to give you a foreground, I want to give you something popping out at you.
The first thing that strikes me about Dragon's Rage Channeler in particular is this little red mana pip that could. It's above all the artwork, it's above all the texture foil, it's screaming in gold. I love it so much, and it's the tiniest thing on this card is the mana cost, but it's so pretty.
Gold is kind of the thing to show off fire, in my opinion, and so it really just makes that fire pop off the card. There's a lot of yellows and oranges in the card, so it really like jives together. If I put black on this, is this gonna look good? Probably not. If I put gold on this, oh, it's gonna shine.
The contrast of the art here is so interesting too, because these are all obviously unified by their treatment, but clearly distinct styles. Whereas the Vroom stuff all seems to be pretty unified across the board stylistically.
Yes, you're right. So all of these cards here were created by Toru Terada. So that's why they're so unified in style. And they're all so gorgeous. I also love how bespoke each of these are, because on the Everything is Fire, because even though they may all be different art styles, they all still feel like they belong together. They're very unified in that way. And I love that about them. I can read off each of these artists too, because I think they each deserve this special and call outs, right?
Absolutely.
So we've got Yuko Shimizu on Skewer the Critics. Rift Bolt, we have Deb JJ Lee. For Lava Spike, we have Kay Ronton. Chain Lightning, we have Adam Volker. And for Dragon's Rage Channeler, we have Molly Mendoza.
My mind has been completely blown by these. They are so amazing. You can see how gorgeous they are, but then when you hold them in your hands, they're just so uniquely tactile in a way that I don't think any of my other cards are. And it's, anyone would be lucky to have even one of these. They're incredible.
What if I told you could see all of it separated?
What? Separated from what? What do you mean?
So right now, these are cards. These are full cards.
Yeah.
What if I told you could just touch the black? You just want to see the black?
I want to.
Do you want to see just the gold?
Are you saying
Do you
that in
wanna
a hypothetical, or am
No.
I about to touch the...
To get here in these final cards, we had to do some testing. That's kind of what print innovation does. To innovate, you have to test and test and test.
We usually start with foil testing just to make sure that the foil reads really well on the card. Hot stamp on the frame, we're trying hot stamp on the art. We're trying different clear foilings. We're trying different substrates. Our goal when we're testing is really just to kind of evoke a feeling, I think, more than anything.
And so what I have here for you today is actually a test proof of Everything is on Fire.
Oh, wow, wow, wow.
And you can see places of things like we might have had texture back here at one point.
Yeah.
I might have had different call outs on our Rift Bolt kit here.
I'm gonna touch that too.
Yeah, and we have on this version of Skewer the Critics, there is this outline around the fire. It's a little around the extras. And then here, we don't have an outline on the fire. So if you look at the final card, we opted to go with the non-outline version.
Oh,
It was
okay.
a little less egregious. It was a little more subtle. There's already enough fire on Everything is Fire. This is on foil. This is shiny. Shiny, not shiny. How does that work? You want to see?
I do. Oh, whoa.
This is called a white underprint. This is what makes cards shiny or not shiny. So sometimes when you see a magic card, right, and someone has glowing eyeballs,
That's so
you see the
interesting.
really pretty blue magic floating through something, right? There's no white underprint underneath that to make that magic pop.
It's just so cool to know that Magic's got like secrets to uncover even beyond just like understanding the text on the card.
Yes. There is many layers, no pun intended there, many layers put into a magic card, many hands that create these magic cards.
It's like the coolest thing I've ever seen, and then it's Ghost.
Yes.
I'm like in awe of you. It's like you have a magic power, and it's that.
I am a wizard.
You're a wizard of the coast.
Right. Well, what if I showed you just the black? If this were to ever happen, would you be able to tell what that card is? Could you tell that this was Mishra's Bauble? Does that feel like a hand? You know, sometimes it isn't just put the treatment down and make something. There's a lot of thought and process that goes into what gets what and how we handle those situations. Ready?
Yeah. Okay.
What am I looking at?
Authentic gasp.
What you're seeing this time. So we looked at the black ones. For Vroom,
Yes.
now we're gonna look a little bit for Everything is on Fire. Gold.
Yeah.
Look at this gold.
This is
Shiny.
so beautiful.
The nice thing with the gold on these cards, it's subtle, right? We didn't flood everything with gold, but it's just this nice little hit of gold in these, we call them pin lines. So around the titles and stuff, in the actual names of the cards and the types of the cards,
yeah.
even the mana costs and the Secret Lair symbol, a little shooting star. It just really sets them apart and really makes them feel like fire. All right, let's go to the next one.
Yes.
What's that?
Oh.
What's that?
Oh my gosh.
Talk about shiny, right? What is
the
this?
shiniest thing I've ever seen.
So we talk about a textured background and me trying to find a way to push that background back a little bit. We did that using this print treatment that we have that allows us to add textures to things. And so this specific texture is radial in nature. And so when you look at it and shift this sheet back and forth and the cards back and forth, you're gonna see it kind of, I'm gonna use this term, it's my favorite, wob, wob, wob. Right? And it just goes in and out and it really makes it feel like the magic is moving and coming at you.
These radial textures are all very unique to each card. How do you decide where they center?
That's a really good question, actually. We get to choose wherever we want to center them. So that's the first thing. It isn't just an overall, okay, we have 5 cards, it's gonna go in the same spot. So for each card, I kind of chose something a little different. For Skewer the Critics, I chose like basically the heart of this character that is casting this spell to create where that feeling was coming from. I want it to feel like the magic's coming at you. All right, so we have one more sheet to look at. And it's this one. Some of the art breaks over the frames, right? Well, what parts of it do go over the frame versus under the frame? So that was just some of the testing that we did. We talked about iterations and options. So we did that on the texture. We did it in the gold. Everything had multiple rounds, multiple variations. And at the end of the day, this is where we ended up.
It's so cool because her breaking the frame in some places, but not in other places, really does make it feel like she's coming right out at us.
And yes, I do visualize all of this before it gets put in. So you see all of these individual sheets. This is what my actual files look like.
Oh.
So I actually have to say, when I put all of this together, is this gonna look good?
Well, it does. Asked and answered.
Bailey,
Yes.
was it worth the wait?
I would say that getting to see these with your explanation and all the different layers that go into it really made it so not only was it worth the wait, I would say it was better than getting to see it yesterday.
I don't think there's a lot of understanding of what kind of work it takes to bring a treatment to your cards and bring them to life. And these ones, I think, really highlight that really well. The intricacy that's involved when you look at the cards. You'll just see that someone paid extreme amount of attention to really make bespoke designs based off of the art.
Before coming here, I didn't know how many people touched a single card. It's in the thousands. I mean, just the people who are developing the idea and then pitching it, and then there's financing, and there's people who market it and advertise it and move it. There's an infinite amount of production artists and designers who are working on the card, and then it goes to get printed, and then people print it and cut it and trim it and pack it, and then it gets shipped out, and then it gets into the hand of someone, and we hope they lose their. I can't spot myself in the final product, which I love. It's like, this is all of us. And by the way, I attacked for lethal, and now you're dead.
When people look at these cards, I want them to just feel crazy excited, honestly. These are very cool cards. I love the art style that was used for these. It's very interesting. It's got a lot of like really sketchy lines in it. That's one of my favorite things. Like, I really just love the process of putting art together. Give me eraser marks and sketchy lines any day. I love that in a card.
I want someone to open it and I want their jaw to drop.
Golly.
I want them to be like, wait, what did I just, what is that?
Holy wow.
I want them to have the moment of, oh my God, what is this? Oh my gosh, what did I just open?
Amazing.
It is the most wonderful feeling to watch other people experience it. Is it because they really like that full art land? Is it because they really want something with texture on it? Is it the really shiny card? Is it a specific character? Anything can be the thing that makes them happy, but no matter what, the reaction is so worth it.
When you pick it up and you move it around and you see how the light bounces off of every little detail on each of these 2 Secret Lair drops, it makes it feel like this was something that was crafted just for you to hold and something that was customized just for your hands. It's incredible what we're able to do on a Magic card that's this size.